Tragedy in Alabama after a family of four is found unalived in their home after the police are there for a wellness check. On August 14th, all four family members were found dead from apparent gunshot wounds. There was an apparent domestic dispute, and the father of the family took out his gun and unalived the whole family and then himself. And to be honest, this is very reminiscent of my sister's unaliving. She too, this was a case out in High Point, North Carolina, was unalived by her husband, and my two nephews and niece were also unalived by him. And this was more of a also domestic dispute, but he suffered mental health issues, so I'm wondering if that may be the case. I will be talking about both stories, so everything is alleged, fair use, and trigger warning. If you are easily triggered, please click off now.
Start this morning with breaking news from Baldwin County. The Sheriff's Office investigating a murder-suicide.
Andrea Ramey with our sister station is there on the scene near Daphne. And Andrea, we understand that there are 4 victims in this case.
This is a truly heartbreaking and just tragic situation that occurred here at this home on Sable Court overnight. 4 people overnight dying at this home. This is the Chelsea Place neighborhood off of Milton Jones Road in Baldwin County. Baldwin County Sheriff Anthony Lowery says father, mother, 2 children, ages 11 and 15, died overnight in a murder-suicide. The names have not been officially released as their next of kin are still being notified. We know that the son was a freshman at Daphne High School, the 11-year-old daughter, a student at Daphne East Elementary School. Lowery says they received a call from one of the victim's sister overnight, concerned about what may have been going on inside this home, concerned about a possible self-harm situation. He says deputies quickly arrived shortly before 4 in the morning and found them all dead from gunshot wounds. Lowery also not releasing at this point who they believe the shooter is. He says they've never been called to this home before, and neighbors tell us that, they thought they knew this family pretty well. They went to church with them. Their kids all played together, played out in the yards here at this dead-end street. They said they even waved hi to them last night in the driveway. They tell us they are truly shocked about what happened.
I think that's why we're all in shock, because it's just down-home Southern family. I mean, it's our community. It's people you grow up with. It's why I'm still in shock, because I would have been the last family I would have ever guessed on, that I know that would do something like this.
It's truly shocking to look over there and just, I can't even imagine how that could have happened.
Investigators here still on scene processing the evidence. Baldwin County Public Schools sent out an alert to parents this morning, letting them know that crisis counselors would be available at the schools. Sheriff Lowery says that the names will be released this afternoon.
Now, before I play the news report about my sister, let me explain why I'm bringing this up. It's mainly about mental health. Many of you know I have been on a mental health journey and a spiritual journey. And I'm loving the changes that I see before me. In my sister's case, her husband did suffer with mental health issues. And I wish he had received or gotten help for himself before things ended the way they did. They too also had a domestic dispute. He was a very troubled man. And your mental health is very important, so before you get to that point of breaking and destroying so many lives, not only the lives that you take, but the families that you leave behind, get help. Families seek help, because stuff like this can happen to anyone. Now let's take a listen to my sister's news report.
We may never know why. What goes through the hearts and minds of a person that would do this sometimes dies with them.
Tonight we know who died in a murder-suicide over the weekend, but not why. As you just heard from High Point Police Lieutenant Patrick Welch, we may never have the answer, but one thing we do know, a community is scarred. Welcome to the Fox 8 6 o'clock news this Monday night. I'm Neil McNeil.
And I'm Katie Nordine. Today, police said 45-year-old Robert Creighton is the primary person they are looking at as the person who committed this horrific act, taking the life of his wife and 3 children before killing himself early Saturday morning.
Investigators shared Robert Creighton suffered mental health issues and was served an involuntary commitment a year ago. This all started Saturday morning around 7 o'clock when 911 dispatchers started getting multiple calls reporting 2 people screaming for help out in the street, knocking on doors and telling neighbors there was trouble at 2734 Mossy Meadow Drive. This is a subdivision between Deep River Road and East Chester, just east of Oak Hollow Lake. Police found an 18-year-old, a 16-year-old, and a 10-year-old dead inside. Their mother was also lifeless.
We have confirmed all of the children attended Guilford County schools. The 18 and 16-year-olds were enrolled at Ragsdale High School. The 10-year-old was a student at Union Hill Elementary.
High Point Police Chief Travis Stroud describes this investigation as something he's never seen in his nearly 28-year career with the High Point Police Department. Fox 8's Daryl Matthews live outside High Point Police headquarters tonight, where he learned this is not the first time officers have been to that family's home.
And Daryl, you were in the neighborhood earlier today. How have things changed since you were there on Saturday?
Yeah, just from Saturday, a lot has changed. The crime scene tape has come down. It's been replaced with 2 no trespassing signs, one on the front door, another one in the lawn. Also, just the neighborhood itself is very somber. And just like you said, Neil, they have been to that home multiple times, 5 times since 2014. The most recent was January 3rd of 2022, where they served Robert Creighton some orders for involuntary commitment.
Somebody was shot in the house at 2734.
That's the 911 call that sent police racing through High Point to this home on Mossy Meadow Drive Saturday morning.
Never in anybody's wildest imagination could one imagine in their own neighborhood, a quiet, nice neighborhood, that something of this magnitude could happen. I just can't even imagine, and we're just all in shock.
All shocked that behind those walls, a man took a gun and murdered nearly all of his family.
As soon as I saw how much police presence there was, and the crime lab being here and them carting out different items in the totes and everything, I knew that there must be a murder. A murder is what I thought.
Saturday, just after 7 in the morning, Robert Jeffrey Creighton took a gun and killed his wife, 46-year-old Althea Creighton, and his son, 18-year-old Khristian Creighton. Officers also found the bodies of 2 children who were ages 10 and 16 years old. Their names are not being released because of their ages. 2 people who were also inside the home managed to run for help, running from door to door before someone could answer.
The woman is saying the man she's with is her boyfriend, and she slept over at his house last night.
Before police arrived at the home, Creighton also shot and killed himself.
Do you know if he still has the gun?
I'm sure he does. I don't know. I pulled the magazine out.
We just saw the father the day before, and he waved and said hello and to my doggies, and though we have been noticing some strange behavior by him, whoever could imagine anything like this.
As High Point police work to find a motive behind Creighton's killing, the small community is still coming to grips with what unfolded a few doors away. Now, Guilford County officials have made grief counselors available at Ragsdale High as well as Union Hill Elementary. That's where the 3 victims were enrolled in.
Now on that 911 call, you heard the voice of my oldest nephew. He was able, with his girlfriend, to escape out of a window. He tried his best to help his family. He even removed the clip from the gun, trying to help. Imagine the brokenness he must feel from that situation, but best believe, as a family, he is surrounded and he is being guided. He is never pushed, he's never asked questions, he's just always surrounded by love. That day was a great loss for our family. We lost my sister, Athalia, and I hate when these publications get her name wrong. It's Athalia, we called her Art for short. My 2 nephews, Kasim and Nasir, and my niece, Nyla. So just please, if you see something, say something. If you are suffering with mental health issues, get help. There's help out there for everyone. I'm just going to close with please be kind to one another. Unapologetically Mika, out.